What up, capital G gamers? It's your boy D Bonner, and I'm playing some Phasmophobia. This game released back in September 2020, and if memory serves me correct, that was actually the most notable thing to happen that year. The goal of this game is ultimately to investigate a haunted location and determine what type of ghost is haunting it. The alternative goal of this game is to make friends and have fun. If your parent actually told you that as a child, sorry to disappoint you, but you actually sucked at whatever activity you were trying to accomplish. They were just trying to build up your self-esteem, but I'm not your dad, so suck it up, fruitcake. With all that out of the way, let's begin the game. Wow, what a riveting start to the game. Almost immediately, I'm locked in the back of a semi-truck with a group of strangers. I now know how Grace Sullivan felt. That joke was intended for the 3 people who actually watched the show Big Sky. I swear, I only watched it because Jensen Ackles was in it. I'm a happily married man, but if Jensen walked up to me and said, "Would you be my boyfriend?" I would immediately turn to my wife, look her dead in the eyes and say, "You can keep the dogs, goodbye, I'm gay now." Jensen was also in a show called Supernatural where a group of people would hunt ghosts. Now with that buttery smooth transition out of the way, back to gameplay. After suitably gearing up, we make our way into the creepily haunted house to be the best ghostbusters of all. No copyright. I watch a lot of paranormal investigation shows as a kid, so I know that the first step I need to do is travel around the house aimlessly with the EMF on. The first goal when entering the house is to try and find the ghost room. If you're looking for a pro tip, try yelling the ghost's name just needlessly angrily. I think it helps. Hey Ruth. Ruth, you old bitch.
Why are you yelling at her? You're gonna piss her off.
That cautious voice of an angel was my new friend Nibs. He was playing in VR, and guess what? This hunt didn't end too well for him. In the biz, we call that a hook, so you better stay tuned to see what happens. Since we're having such a hard time tracking down the ghost room, I decide to creep through Ruth's closet instead. Oh, she's rocking cowboy boots, some high heels? Ruth's my kind of gal. I'm slowly starting to realize I'm actually down bad for Ruth. Now, I know some people find this game exceptionally scary, but not me. I'm actually a very spiritual person. I grew up in a home that was haunted by poltergeists as a child. Late at night, I could hear banging from down the hallway into my parents' room. My mom was screaming, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." I assumed she was trying to pray the poltergeist away. It never worked, because it always came back a couple times a month. And actually, oddly enough, it always came back on my dad's birthday. Super strange. Anyway, I decided to head to the bedroom where I found my other paranormal investigator friend Slav squatting in the corner flicking his lights on and off like it was some type of Russian rave. He claimed to have found some type of bone and wanted me to take a picture of it. I could not see exactly what he was looking at, but I decided to snap a photo in the general area. He seemed happy with it.
Terrible photo, but it works fine, so who cares?
But what happened next was shocking. In a normal situation, when you're hunting ghosts and you find human remains, I assume you'd immediately leave and contact the police. Instead, this absolute psychopath decided to pick it up and put it in his pocket. He said he was keeping it as evidence. I'm now 90% sure that I'm hunting ghosts with Jeffrey Dahmer. But as it turns out, Dahmer's actually pretty good at this game. He's kind of an expert, and he uses this voice box thing to actually talk to my new girlfriend.
Are you here? Alright. We have spirit box.
Now, I'm not one to normally get jealous, but come on, back off, man. That being said, I didn't need to be jealous for long. We decided to make a trip out to the truck to grab some more supplies. Nibsy was super smart and brought in these dots things that are supposed to be able to project ghosts when they walk through. Cool idea. And those dots must have worked, because as soon as we were alone in the house together, my baby Ruth showed up. I instantly made a dash for the bedroom in hopes that she'd follow me in. I originally went for the closet, but I realized we're not 16. This isn't spin the bottle. We're more serious. So I climbed on the bed and instantly dropped trowel. But boy, was my face red when Jeffrey Dahmer said,
Just an event, you're all good.
"Oh, so I guess she wasn't actually on the hunt for me. That's okay. She's playing hard to get. I like that." While I was standing there with my pants around my knees, I couldn't help but notice that she had a pretty sick gaming setup. Judging by her footwear, I'm gonna guess she's one of those kink streamers that likes to step on things like bugs and animals and scrotums. I'm all in. Either that, or she likes to lay in bed and watch the Bonner Bros show while she flicks her bean. And by that, of course, I mean the Mighty Beans, the toy from the early 2000s. In saying that, I just realized I probably isolated a good majority of the viewers watching, and now they no longer respect me because I'm old. It's okay. Stay tuned, because my Riz is no cap poggers. I have no idea what I just said, but I'm pretty sure I just got some Reddit karma. Anyway, I decided to whip out the parabolic mic to see if I could capture my bae's voice. Wait a minute, did you guys hear that? Let me rewind. Subscribe to the Bonner Bro Show. Oh my god, Ruth is a complete shill. I hate it when streamers and YouTubers do this. Like if you agree. As my hunt to find true love continues, we finally get some evidence on the dots. and I immediately start to slowly back out of the house because that did not look like a sexy woman. That looked like a bald man running face first into the wall at full speed. As it turns out, as soon as I stepped foot outside, Ruth took the opportunity to slam the door shut and lock me out. Wow, I'm crushed. She started a hunt without me inside, so I decided to go over to her bedroom window, sit in the bushes, and peer through like a creep. 2 men inside with the woman that I love. Man, is this Phasmophobia? Or D. Bonner's dating simulator? This shit's getting too real. Unfortunately, during that hunt, our good friend Nibs couldn't escape and was murdered by Ruth. It's tragic. Apparently you go into the spirit world so he could see her, but we couldn't. He could also interact with the world, but we couldn't see him or talk to him. So I don't know how he died. I can only imagine. The only thing more shocking than a ghost murder is what my name's Jeff says next. He asked to borrow my camera so he can go inside and take a picture of Nib's corpse. I'm now 100% certain that I'm investigating paranormal activity with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
After he was done defiling the corpse, he told me to get back into the Montana murder van, so I obliged. I'm kidding. He's actually a really smart guy.
You can check if you press J for journal and hit overview. On the bottom left, it says optional objectives. We have check.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Oh, what was our last evidence? We had dots, right? So definitely Wraith. Okay, cool. Everyone marks Wraith in their book. We're good to bounce.
And he gave me a lot of tips and tricks through the whole process. Great work. And just like that, our first hunt's done. And we were correct. Well, Jeff was correct. He said it was a Wraith, and it was. But let me get this straight. We got a full payout for this bounty? Are you kidding me? We entered the house, completely trashed the place, threw pictures everywhere, we poured salt everywhere, we pissed the ghost off to the point that it actually murdered somebody, and then we left that corpse inside the person's house, and they still paid us the full amount? I really like this job. If you also liked it, be sure to leave a comment down below and say, please daddy more. I ended up playing a few more rounds with these guys, and we're now friends on Steam. We're basically brothers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.